Hey guys, it's Chauncey from Session Stories, and today we're joined by Holywatr, a genre-defying band known for raw lyrics, heavy emotion, and bold sonic shifts. From Psalms to Red Heifer, their music dives headfirst into heartbreak, identity, and the chaos of emotion, shifting between tender vocals and brutal screams, and we're super stoked to have them here today, so welcome guys.
Thank you. It's good.
Yeah. Cool. So like jumping into like your gender blending sound. So your sound blends like electronic and then you have metalcore and then there's alt rock and it all comes together so seamlessly. Especially with like tracks from your last album like Fake Tears or My Mom's in There. So how intentional is this like genre mixing when you're writing? Like do you go into it with a plan or does it kind of just evolve naturally?
Who wants to take this? Chandler, you got it.
Yeah, I think it just happens naturally. It's like we kind of just ask like, what does the song need? And then whatever it needs, we just say, yeah, it's going to be that. And don't worry too much about like what genre it is.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it. Like it's you go into the session and you kind of just make whatever you feel like making. And if it fits the bill for the project, then it can live under the project, you know? And if not, that's cool too. But I'm going to use a buddy's phrase. He said he didn't want to chop the nuts off a song while we're still like in the flow, whatever the fuck he said. He just said he didn't want to chop the nuts off whatever we were making at the time. And I like that a lot because it's kind of, it does the music a disservice if you're trying to force it into a mold that it doesn't want to live in, you know?
Yeah. And on your latest album, Red Heifer, so the vocals definitely feel more front and center, and your screams are much more intense and much more controlled. It's like amazing. So how do you feel your voice and production evolve between like Psalms and this project?
I think just kind of naturally progressing and figuring out what feels best for me and singing and screaming and stuff. I can't really give credit anywhere else. I can't really think of it. It's just what it turned into. You know, it's kind of a boring answer, but it's the truth.
Yeah, I think there's definitely like a strong reoccurring presence of like women across your discography. They're either like love interest, or they're the emotional catalyst, or they're your muses, or they're even your villains. So what draws you back to that dynamic so consistently?
That's a good question. It's just what I find has inspired me the most, or at least inspired me to write songs the most. You know, like we have songs about other topics. It just so happens that the ones about women tend to be the most popular for some reason.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I feel like falling in love is badass, and it's just the whole process from infatuation to heartbreak. It's very intense, and it lends itself to music really well. So it's kind of easy to write about in that way, as opposed to more difficult topics like the one we made last week. It's kind of about, what would you guys say it's about? I don't know if I even sent you the finished lyrics yet.
Was it about seeking success or something like that? Seeking success, and then is it worth it going through all the struggle?
Yeah, or like
to the end.
Yeah, like kind of chasing after dreams and ambitions, whether it's like money or the relationship or fame or whatever it is that you're chasing. It, you know, sometimes I kill myself and like other people just kill themselves to get there, only to realize that it didn't really fill the void that they're hoping it would fill. Like none of it really does. It's kind of an inside job, you know? So that's the topics like that, for me at least, are a little bit more difficult to write about, just because, well, I guess I haven't written about them as much. B, it's just tough to put into words that I like.
Yeah. Well, this actually moves me to one of my favorite songs, which is Crowded Room. And this is definitely more of a less romantic song. It feels kind of like more existential. So I was just curious, like I think one of the lyrics is like a crowded room with like unanswered questions. So like what does this song exactly represent for you?
I feel like I'd rather that one be left for interpretation a little bit. Yeah.
Right.
It is what it is. Like it's a little abstract, and I feel like it's abstract enough so that people could assign whatever meaning they want to the lyrics.
Yeah. Yeah. On God Can't Save What's Mine, I thought it was super cool how you guys like incorporated like the mini rap verse that was in there, or like the rap instrumental part.
Yeah.
It came together so sick with the metalcore and the melody. Like I haven't heard that in a while. So like how did that addition to the track come about?
It was Ice, myself, Z, our previous drummer, and my ex, who was in the room when we started that.
Okay.
And I think we're just fucking around. A lot of the songs are just really fluid. They just kind of go all over the place with recurring like themes and motifs. But that section we're just sitting there. Ice had like an actual rap verse.
Yeah, we were fucking around with some raps on there. And then I think after we laid a couple different versions down, my cousin, who's a producer as well, like messed with a lot of funk and stuff like that. So I was listening to the groove and I was like, some 3/6 would go kind of hard on this shit. Let me let's look up like a sample or something. And then boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it came about.
Yeah, very cool. So 503, because I went back and listened to all your music, it's like the only instrumental that you guys have on like any of your albums. And I was like, is it the area code? I was trying to figure out what 503 means. So what is 503? Is it like a nod to a specific memory? Is it a nod to like a place? Like what is, I forgot what area code 503 is, but I'm just curious.
It's not an area code.
Oh, okay.
It's actually on my wall, but I'm not going to tell you what it means.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Fair enough. And then I know you guys have your new singles out. So Give Me a Show, and then you have Hiding in Plain Sight. So this feels a bit darker, more gothic, maybe a bit less down the romantic side of things. So are we hearing maybe the start of like a new chapter creatively with these two singles?
I would say so. Chandler, what do you think?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like the new project that we're working on that these singles are coming out is, I think, definitely darker than Red Heifer as a whole. And it's going to be very, like I think gothic is a great way to describe it. Like not continuously throughout, but like with those elements sort of like woven throughout pretty much every song in the project.
Yeah.
You have no love songs on the whole thing. Not a single one.
Yeah, definitely a shift then. And so like what's fueling all you guys right now, like creatively, like what's keeping the fire lit for the band in this current chapter?
I would say, first of all, happy, like Make-A-Wish, it's 11/11. Maybe not for you, Chauncey, but for everyone else. I mean, shit's just going really well and it's really fun. Like it's not like making music is something we just started doing, most, if not all of us, have been either writing or playing instruments, which has been involved for most of our lives. So it's just like, why would we stop now? It's like one of those things. Like personally, speak for myself, and I'm sure the other boys could relate. Being creative and making music and just art in general is a necessity. Like I have to do it, or I'm gonna feel terrible. Like I'm just gonna feel like I'm not doing anything in my life, and it's pointless. So that's kind of half where the fire's coming from, and half, we just want to keep the momentum going. It's been a great couple of years, and things are really starting to pick up. We just announced a tour with Chiodos, and we've got another announcement coming up tomorrow. Actually, I guess when is this actually dropping? This
It'll probably be like a month from now.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah, we have a headline tour that we're doing this fall as well. And so there's a lot of demand for us to be touring and dropping music. So we love doing it. Hasn't gotten boring. So why stop?
Yeah. Yeah. And like looking back on all the songs that you guys have released, like is there a particular lyric or song that still hits the hardest when you hear it, or even when you play it live?
What's he say? Laid up with her, soothing love.
Yeah.
That can't be it.
That does go crazy though.
Light up. No, it's the sound check for me.
Yeah, true.
The sound check for that song.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because in the sound check, I always do some kind of it's called an impression, whether it's a speech impediment or like country or something.
Yeah.
I'm always gonna clown on it.
But what about for the other guys? What's like one of your favorite songs to either play live or that you just like lyrically?
I always like the section in Give Me a Show where, everyone yells like I paid my dues, and then we like drop into that like at the end. That always feels really good.
Yeah, that's fire. I love that part.
Yeah, I was gonna say Give Me a Show too, especially because it's like, I mean, I didn't have any part in writing that, but it is a newer song, and the people like just love it so much, and it is like heavier than the previous stuff in the discography in some capacity. So it's just like, I don't know, people went crazy for it in LA, and it's just always a good time.
Yeah, it was nuts. What song was it where I yeeted that girl off the stage? Was that Nail Polish?
That was Nail Polish, actually.
Oh,
That was really funny.
You yeeted the girl off the stage?
Yeah. I mean, look, we had a lot of people crowd surfing and stage diving, and it was really, really hectic on our last LA show. However, some folks who might be maybe they're not used to that kind of atmosphere to show. In particular, some of the young ladies that came to the show, like they've probably never been to a hardcore show before, for example. So they don't really get that, like, okay, when I say, for example, get up here, you're supposed to get up on the stage and promptly jump the fuck off the stage. You know what I mean? You're not supposed to get up on stage and like hang out with the band and like give everyone hugs and shit. So this one girl, she's come to a lot of our shows, our LA shows. I think pretty much every single one since we played it in March. And she's an interesting one. She comes up on stage and she comes up behind me. I don't notice her, but she perks up. She's like super stoked. I turn around and she just like does this little wave thing and she goes in for a hug. I'm like, girl, no. So I like wrap my arm around her on her back and then just send her off back into the crowd where she belongs. And that was a special moment.
Where's your security at? Why are there randos behind you to begin with? Like, how did she get behind you?
We played at the Echo. That's, it's a small...
The Echo. Yeah, okay.
It's a small venue, so it's not like we have barricades. And we won't have barricades for our headline this upcoming tour. But yeah, we don't really need security. It's just like, I feel like people are just going to kind of figure it out. Like if you've never been to a show like that, where people are getting on the stage and, or like, if they don't understand.
I don't know. You just get, like, if Animal the Sniffer says to come on stage, you get on and you come off. Like, like that's just like what you do, Like you're not lingering on. That's so awkward.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think you guys just finished a tour, but what else is on the agenda for you for 2025? I know you mentioned you have another headline show coming up in a month. Anything else that you guys have on the agenda for the rest of the year?
Yeah, just keep working on new music. I mean, we have the headline and we have the Chiodos tour. And between those two things, we're basically going to be gone the rest of the year, starting at the end of October. So we're basically going to be on the road from the end of October through to Christmas almost.
Yeah.
But until then, just keep writing.
Yeah.
Just cooking up dope shit.
Yeah. And it's not a headline show, it's a tour. We're doing a proper headline tour.
Okay, my bad. And when are you guys coming to Europe?
It's looking like next summer. We have a few offers for different festivals over in Europe, so we plan to kind of route a tour in between those shows and hang out in Europe for a little while.
Yeah, very cool. You guys will be well received. And when people listen to like the latest album, like Red Heifer, is there like a certain feeling or something that you want like your fans or listeners to take away or walk away with after they've heard the album?
I would say there's no particular feeling that I would want people to walk away with. I just feel like I want people to walk away with an experience that impacts them for the rest of their lives. No specific like, oh, anger or sad or nostalgia or sentimental. Like I don't give a shit what it is, so long as it's powerful and lasting,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like once they get to that last song, they just feel compelled to literally just run it all the way back.
Yeah.
So they can make sure they actually heard what the fuck they just heard.
Yeah.
Like, Hold up.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, so those are like the main questions I had for you guys. But are there any final words that you want to leave your fans with?
Drink holy water, baby.
Hell yeah.
That part.